Hello, this is a bonus episode of Legendary Adventures Podcast. We're in Season 7, which is all about the Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons. I started the season by playing through Oracle of Ages, and now we're just starting my linked playthrough of Oracle of Seasons. But I thought it would be fun to take a look at how different the opening is between a linked game and an unlinked one. Wednesday's episode detailed that linked game opening, so let's talk about the unlinked game. Right away we'll notice there's no cutscene involving Twinrova. We begin with Link traveling through the void as the Triforce urges him to accept the quest. He then appears in Holodrum, where he is found by Din, just like in the linked game. Once we take control of Link, we'll notice a few changes. First, we have only 3 hearts compared to the 4 that we start with in the linked game. I only discovered this when recording for this episode, but we actually can't open the menu at this point. But be assured that we do not have a sword as we did when we started the linked game. In Din's camp, we meet the supposed members of her traveling troupe. In the linked game, they all know who Link is and reveal themselves to be Hyrule soldiers and Impa, Zelda's nurse in disguise. Here in this unlinked game, they keep their cover. We have to speak with all of them and then dance with Din. General Onyx attacks all the same. The only difference here, there's no references to Varen, to Nehru, or any of the events of Oracle of Ages and Labrynna. After the attack, Impa reveals herself to Link. In a linked game, she recognizes him as a true hero and sends him on the adventure alone because of that. Here in the unlinked game, she has an injury, and she doesn't go with Link because she needs to recover. Impa directs us to the Maku Tree, but without the sword we have no way to access him. The painter by the fountain in the center of Horon Village points us towards the Hero's Cave on the west coast to find a sword. On the way we'll pass by the home of the Know-It-All Birds, putting the game's tutorial repository right along the critical path. I also swung by Blossom and Bippin's home. Their child is a newborn just as he was at the start of an unlinked game in Oracle of Ages. We are asked to name the child. I named him Leaf to stick with the plant theme. As we headed west and south to Hero's Cave, we have to dodge Octoroks because we have no way to fight them. The cave is a sort of mini dungeon. Because we are not armed, we have to dodge bats and slime enemies as we solve some very minor puzzles. They revolve around pushing blocks. We have to push some conspicuous blocks to open doors, and push other blocks in order to clear the path forward. We first head east, then north, making our way over a narrow passageway by pushing some blocks off the path in order to proceed. We reveal a chest with a key by stepping on a floor switch, then backtrack and head south. We go through a locked door and dodge more slime monsters in order to reach the goal of the cave, a room with a chest holding the wooden sword. We are transported out of the cave as soon as we get the sword, and we can head back to the Maku Tree and use the sword to open the gate. As with a linked game, the Maku Tree urges us to get the 8 essences, and provides us with a key to access the Gnarled Root dungeon to the north. This is where I stop my playthrough of the unlinked game. I'm not going to play through the whole linked game in its entirety, but I did want to get an idea of how things will change up as we progress throughout the game, so I looked at a strategy guide from Nintendo Power. Princess Zelda will appear in a linked game, as will characters from Oracle of Ages, including Queen Ambi. There are more minor characters who will give secrets or passwords to share with certain characters in Oracle of Ages to get items. We will see all of this action as we play through the linked game. So I hope you enjoy the episodes ahead, and thanks for listening to this short bonus episode of Legendary Adventures Podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Paul Riley, and I will see you next week.